Oh, well, that's got a bit wrong, isn't it? Oh, no, we didn't get to the end. Didn't get to the end. You don't want me to do it all over again, do you? Oh, shut up. Well, that's a bad start. A bad start. But never mind. Good morning, boys and girls. It's Monday, January the 7th. 2019. Welcome to this morning's United Kingdom Talk, coming to you from a fault-free television centre here in Royal Berkshire. The decorations are all down. Christmas is finished. No more ding-dongs, no more first Noels, no more O come, Emmanuel, or all of you faithful. No, even Mary's boy child is continuing to sing, boys and girls. It's all over. Presents have been opened, cards have been dispatched into that recycling bin. It's finished. What's to look forward to next? Summer, of course. Summer, of course. It's just around the corner now, darlings. Hope we have a nice summer like we did last year. Be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, the decorations are down. I was quite busy yesterday. I must just apologise to Chris Manzar, who I thought was a woman. And the reason I thought it was, I'd always thought, no, that's a bloke. And yet, when a little pamphlet came and a little picture of that lady there she is, I thought, oh, it's a woman. No, that's his wife. That's his wife. So sorry, Chris. That's the one who sent all the sweeties. You know the big box of sweeties that we opened on Saturday? I'm afraid the chocolate-covered honeycomb stuff has now completely gone, boys and girls. I'm sorry about that. I did share some of that with someone whose birthday it was on yesterday, I think it was. Young John Glazenbook and his other half, Matt. I did share some with them, but yes, the chocolate-covered honeycomb has now completely gone. I do have some other things left. 1 minute. I have some other things left. Yes. I've still got a box of goodies here. Do not worry. I might share some of those with my great nieces and nephews. That'd be quite nice. I won't be sharing any with my sister though, because she'll probably eat the entire lot. So we can't have any of that. Thank you very much. And of course, sadly, I put up the new winter backdrop. Do you like this? Isn't that lovely? That was about 15 quid. That was from Rosegal, ROSEGAL.com. They've got a very, very, very large selection of all these things. And as I say, they can be anything from £10 up to about 25 or 30 quid. You order them, they come in the post. I get some of my jackets from there now as well. There are 3 on the way as we speak. I ordered them in November, but they've got caught up in the international excuse me the international Christmas post, unfortunately, so that's why they're not here yet. I suppose loads of stuff goes out and at that time of the year, doesn't it? Good. Let's say hello to some of you this morning, early adopters. Good morning. First email of the day, first message of the day on Facebook to Katie Ann Patterson. Good morning, Katie. Hope you're well. Christina Ewing's there down in Portsmouth. Diane Jebb, good morning. Dr. SRS Gregorian. Angela Walters in Melbourne, Australia. Mr. Ray Reynolds is there. Oh, Angela, my friend saw his first ever brown snake yesterday. I have a friend who used to come and sing at the karaoke, actually. His name's gone out of my head. His name's gone right out of my head. Damn. Oh, how annoying. Welsh lad. Oh, gosh. Why has his name gone out of my head? That's annoying, isn't it? It was right on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, he's uploaded a video of himself discovering, I think it was a brown snake in the river. It was writhing around, it was in the river, like that it was. Right, should we all do snakes this morning? Oh, that's quite good exercise, that is. Feel your muscles stretching when you... Alan, that's it. Alan was his name. Alan. Oh, yeah. I could do with a little bit of a massage today. I feel like a massage. This shirt won't stay up on that side. Look, I keep pulling it up. And then when it goes back, it droops. It's drooping this morning, Angela. You can't do anything when they're drooping, can you? Morning to Ray Reynolds. Colin's there in the house. Hello, Joanna. Over on the YouTube. Before summer, it will be Brexit or not. We wait and see. Teresa's been on the phone today. She said to me, what should I do, Chris? I don't know what to do. I said, just carry on, dear. Don't take any notice of them. Oh, yeah, but they keep double-crossing me. I said, well, sack the lot of them. You don't need any of them. Just run it all yourself, dear. I run this house all on my own, so you should be able to run the country all on your own and be done with them, dear. Bye-bye, Jacob. Bye-bye, Boris. Off you go now. Off you go. Bye-bye. You've had your chance. Go away, dear. Do you like my New Year's strippers on the beach? Yes, I did, Angela. Some very fit ones there and some very unfit ones as well. And Angela sent me, it must be something in Australia, but on the stroke of midnight, all these people start running naked on the beach in Australia. Very strange. I run naked in the house now and again, Angela. Only for my own benefit, of course. Sometimes I undress next to an open window so that people can watch me. I like that sort of thing. Joanna's loving the back-in. Thank you very much. Christina, time for Valentine's Day decorations. Oh, I haven't thought about that. I wonder if they do one with love hearts on it. I'll have a look. Morning to Nick Christides. Good morning, Nick. Aren't you sort of in a posh hotel or something being treated like royalty? Eh? Like an old queen? Au revoir, Chris. We are off to Gay Paris. Bonsoir. Oh, no, you're not driving, are you? They're doing some practising of lorries or something today, aren't they? On the M20 or 25, one of those. Something like that. There's a load of lorries queuing up. They want to see... I can't work this out at all. They want to see how well the lorries queue or something if Brexit goes all wrong and we can't get the food in. Well, I mean, some of you could do with not eating for a few days looking at you today, I must say. Dear me, some of you need to go on diets, don't you? I'm very proud to say that I am now back below 13 stone. Thank you very much. Oh, yes, only just. But nevertheless, I'm below it. I'm below it. Today, I am 12 stone 13.2. Saturday, I was 12 stone 13.8. Thank you very much. You may now clap. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm back down. We're on our way back down again. Could we have the Ski Sunday music, please? I can sing it for you, Ray. La 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 la. You know, is that the one you mean, Ray? I hope I perform that within suitable enjoyment for your little ears and your listening pleasure. Thank you, Mr. Ray Reynolds. I saw my first red belly black snake on a golf course. I don't even know what that is. A red belly black snake. I don't know what that is. Is that a dangerous snake? Does it eat people? You know. Is it one of those, because they're a very dangerous place, Australia. You don't ever go to it. Very, very dangerous. You can be doing your shopping in Woolworths or Coles, and you're walking home with your bags of shopping, and an alligator just comes out from behind a building and eats people. Massive spiders the size of spaceships, walking across walls and things like that. And they jump and they eat people. Snakes slithering around. 1 minute you're in bed, asleep. The next minute, a snake has eaten you. And all that's left on the bed is a great big fat snake. I think I've been out with a few of those in my time, to be honest. Good morning to Michelle. Morning, Michelle White. Queen of all of Waitrose. Good morning, Michelle. Dr. SRS Gregorian. On a related breaking news, I've stopped watching Doctor Who. Boring storing lives. Well, the Dalek one wasn't too bad, was it? It's all the politically correct stuff that gets on my nerves. It really does. For example, and this was actually on Christmas Day's thing, right? So the Doctor has gone somewhere, whatever, and there is a security guard there. And she says something to him, and his reply was, I don't think my boyfriend would like that. Now, it was totally and utterly unrelated to the story. But why did we have to have that bit put in there? What was that about? What on earth was that about? And that's what I mean. The whole thing has become so politically correct, it's unbelievable. It's a load of old crap. And it's a shame because she's a bloody good actress. What's her name? Jodie. It's Jodie, isn't it? Is it Jodie? Jodie something, Jodie? I can't remember a certain name now. Anyway, the Doctor's fantastic. You know, man, woman, black, white, gay, straight, doesn't matter. You don't have to keep referring to it all the time. You're not normalising it by doing that, are you? No. I had a brown snake in my budgie cage. What a strange thing to keep. How did it get in there? Must have been a very thin snake. Did it eat the budgie? Tweet, tweet. You could have a tweeting snake, couldn't you? Every time. Every time the snake opens its mouth to... You go, until, of course, the budgie has been compressed and decomposed inside the snake's stomach. Then it wouldn't be tweeting anymore, would it, after that? Good morning, Martin Edwards. Morning, sir. Nick Christie, first class Eurostar. Is that what you're going on this morning? You enjoy your first class, darling. First class on the Eurostar. Good morning, Fiona. I'm sure she's there as well this morning. Good morning, Fiona. And happy anniversary to you both. How many years? Is it 25 years or more? I mean, looking at you, Nick, it looks a lot younger. Looks a lot longer than that, to be honest. Eh? Morning to you, sir. Let's just go down there. Matty, good morning to Matty. Morning, my birthday tomorrow. Can't wait, and especially work gave me a day off. Good luck to you, Matty. Happy birthday to you for tomorrow. If you've got your birthday set on Facebook, by the way, and you're in my friends list, you will get that sung at the end, okay? Good morning to Eric. Morning, Eric Martin Koppelman. Morning to you, sir. And Ricky Dog is there. A very good morning to Ricky, who was hosting karaoke on New Year's Eve and got paid an absolute fortune for it, didn't you, Ricky? And so you blooming well should do as well. Good morning, Ricky. And good. Katie said the snake did get one of the budgies. Oh, dear. What a way to go. Eaten by a snake. That would be awful. And good morning to John Parrish this morning, who joins us there on YouTube as well. Just to let you know, sometimes the messages via Facebook don't come through. If you're tapping quickly, I don't know why, actually. I'm just guessing. If you keep sending lots of messages at the same time, they seem to get stuck somewhere, and we haven't got round to sort of working out why that is. So if you do find yourself sending a message, and after a reasonable period of time, it doesn't get read out, or you can see in front of you that your message is up there and we've got down to here, then I haven't seen it, okay? Just send it as a private Facebook message, within Messenger, and I'll pick it up from there, okay? Good morning to Kevin Webster. Thank you, Matty. Matty's just added us, so you should come up. As long as you've got your birthday set, that should come up in my list, and I always do birthdays right at the very end of the show, sir. All right. Good. So as I say, I've weighed myself this morning. I'm very, very pleased that I've just dipped slightly below 13 stone, back down to 12 stone, 13.2. I'd like to get back down to 12 stone. Shall we set a date? Let's have a look here. January, 12 stone. So that's a stone. February. Let's do April Fools. 1 minute. Bye. Monday the 1st of April. Okay. 12 stone. Today, please. Okay, we'll see if we can get down to 12 stone by the 1st of April. And I'll be very happy then. See how well that goes. Good. So Saturday, I came back here after lunch, and as I say, I put up the new backdrop. And of course, we also have, if you didn't notice it the other day, the new Barry Manilow calendar. Oh, yes, look at him there. There he is. That's a lovely yellow jacket. I haven't got a yellow jacket. This is like a sort of dirty white, I don't know, creamy colour. But that's quite nice, that yellow jacket. It might just be the lights. Perhaps I'll get some yellow lights installed in here. Now, talking of lights, I'm going to show you today on this programme live how to make a little light for your living room. Stay tuned. You're going to love it. Someone gave me some stuff yesterday, and I'll show that to you within the next 10 minutes or so. Okay? So I did that. Work was all right. Saturday night was someone's birthday, actually. Kelly Wilde's birthday party. Unfortunately, not all of her friends turn up. That doesn't mean they hate her or anything like that. It's just how it is. The times I've seen or DJ'd, but I don't DJ anymore, really. I just do karaoke now. But the times I DJ'd over the years at people's birthday parties, and people simply just don't turn up. It's very sad, really. They don't say when they're asked that they're not going to come or make an excuse or anything like that. You haven't even got to say, oh, I don't want to come because I don't want to. You can say, I don't want to come because I'm doing X, Y, Z, something like that. And I think she invited quite a few people, of which about 5 turned up. This isn't unusual at birthday parties. And it seems to happen more so with if you hold a birthday party in a pub or a club rather than like the Scout Hut or the local church hall or something like that. When it's a big family occasion, people tend to come. You got the families coming. They tend to arrive sort of on time, and they sit there, and they always seem to go early as well. So if you got your party on until about 12, they start disappearing around about 10. That's just how it is. You accept that. But people who have, are you coming out for birthday drinks? Where is it? Oh, it's down at the Royal Oak in Shepherd's Bush or something like that. Oh, we'll try and get there. You'll be sitting there on your own. And it's disappointing sometimes. Often, not for Kelly because she didn't do this, but often they've spent a small fortune arranging food, and you've got like tables full of food and this, that, and the other, and no one comes. Shame, really, isn't it? I mean, I personally, I only ever had one birthday party. That was it was either the 16th or the 18th, and it was just a disaster. It just didn't work. I don't know why. I had it at Mum's house. I got Mum and Dad to go out of the house for the night. And so we had there was a reasonable number of people in, but it just didn't work. It didn't happen. Do you know what I mean? We're just kind of people just standing around doing nothing. And I never had one after that. I had a feeling that my sister might try and do something for my 50th. So, thinking of that, or my mate, and I hate it. I would absolutely hate a surprise birthday party. Now, it's funny, isn't it? I've done them all my life. All since I was about 18 years old, I've turned up, set up a DJ thing, and done a surprise birthday party for hundreds of people over the years. But for someone to do that for me, I'd hate it. I hate surprises. It's weird. I'm not keen on things like that. Celebration type things. But of course, I love doing them. And after that one, I didn't have any again. And for my 50th, because I was a bit concerned that someone might try and throw a surprise party, I went on holiday. I went to New York. And funnily enough, Barry Manilow was on at St. James's Theatre in New York when I was there. So I went to see him, and that was my birthday there. Kindly, my mate, actually, my best mate, he sent me a Barry Manilow CD and a card. I was in my room getting ready to go out, and there was a knock on the door, and it was 3 members of staff in this particular hotel. I can't remember which hotel it was now. And the door knocks, and I open the door, and it says, "Oh, happy birthday!" And they had a card and a CD. Wasn't that nice of the hotel to do that? And of course, my mate to arrange it all. So I thought it was a really nice thing to do. Good morning to Maureen, sending in a message on the text service there. Very good morning to you, Maureen. All right, you can text a message if you want to. 07551 259 675. 07551 259 675. Okay. John Parrish looks like he's lost weight as well. He's 11 stone 3 pounds. Oh, that's a reasonable weight. That's a reasonable weight, John. I wouldn't go down any further than that. Good morning to Simon. Good morning, Simon. Weird City citizen in the house this morning. Rogery Rogers. I love it. What a name. Good morning to you, sir. Welcome to our show. Good morning to Adrian Richardson. Good man flu this morning. Have you got man flu, Adrian? Oh, you poor old soul. Oh, dear. I got man flu. Oh, I'm not well. I'm a man, so it's much, much worse. Oh, pathetic, dear. Are we allowed to call it man flu? Someone going to moan, "Oh, no, you should call it person flu, because that's offensive. That's offensive to men." Oh, dear, do me a favour. Let's have a look. Katie's got backdrops as well. She got hers from Tree of Life. Tree of Life, is that the name of the company you got yours from? Thank you. Good morning to Pete Branch, who's in Brazil, back at work today. Good morning, Pete. Mr. Media Mate, good day to you, sir. Welcome along to our little show. So that was Saturday night. Sunday, I met up with a very, very good friend of mine, Mary, also known as Non-Irish Mary from Ireland. We were to meet up for lunch. So after church, I got up about what time did I get up Sunday? About 7:20. Went to church, and directly from church, I went to meet Mary. Now, after church, they do tea and biscuits. Well, most churches of all denominations do this. I don't know if they do the same in synagogues and the Buddhist temples and mosques and all that. I don't know if they do the same there, but certainly churches, Catholic, Church of England, Methodist, they all seem to do this tea and biscuits afterwards. It was quite a nice thing. So I had bought my Starbucks plastic cup with me. Okay, so after church, I had it in a carry bag. After church and putting in a vast sum of money in the collection plate, I'm sure I keep that church going single-handedly, I mean, I do see some people putting coins. How dare you put in copper coins into a collection plate? That's just rude, isn't it? So I got my plastic cup, gone out to the tea. I said, do you mind putting a cup of tea in there? Yeah, no problem at all. Anyway, she put it in. And I didn't think anything more of it. Thank you very much. I put £1 in the little plate. There's a little. They don't have a price. You just put some money in. So I put £1 in there. Got into my car and I'm driving there. I'm driving to London from Wokingham. And I'm sipping at this tea. Oh Christ! And I just put too much milk in. I hate milky tea. Do you hate milky tea? Oh, Christ. There's some people that put like half a bottle of milk into the tea. And it doesn't matter if you say to them, just put a very, very small amount of milk in. It's like they don't listen. Is anyone listening this morning at all? It's like they don't listen. They got the big plastic cup there. They get the bowl. Oh, no, stop. But at that point, it's too late. Too late. This, my milk, right, my milk. Have a quick look, no, maybe. Yep, that's it. Just a tiny amount of milk. Well, I had to chuck it out. But I chucked it out wrong as well. Because once I'd got into London, I opened the car door and I thought, well, I'll just chuck that down the drain. I was parked right over a drain there. And, can you believe, Camden Town she lives, or Chalk Farm, right? She lives in Chalk Farm. Can you believe there were traffic wardens going around with their little uniforms on, giving out tickets on blooming Sunday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? They're desperate for the money, aren't they? Absolutely desperate for the money. I watched them doing it. And there was a black taxi parked. He'd probably just gone in somewhere for a wee, into a pub, my guess is, or to use the toilet. Oh, they put a ticket on there, mate. And they don't wait. And none of this waiting by the car for 2 minutes. None of that. Straight on there, and off they went. Time the bloke come out, and I went into the pub. I said, is there a taxi driver in there? The usual millennial type bar staff. I said, is there a taxi driver? It doesn't matter. Thick as two planks in this pub. Oh, my word. But we couldn't find him, unfortunately, so he got a ticket on his car. Anyway, once I'd parked the car there, opened the door, I thought I'll pour the tea down this drain. So I've got my cut and I've gone like that. Oh, of course, it's gone all over my white trainer, hasn't it? And it's not like the shiny plastic. You know the bit on the top of the trainer, which is like more of a, I think it's probably some sort of nylon, but it's like a material. And and it's gone all over the top of my shoe. So now I've got one slightly brown top of the trainer. I think I'll have to I don't like putting trainers in washing machines, do you? It's just like 60 quid at a washing machine going round and round like that. But I think I'm going to have to do that to get rid of the brown stain if it comes off. Never mind. So I did that. Let's just have some of your messages there. Just a second there. Oh, nothing of interest there. Big bash. Adrian, tip of the day. Check before you leave. If you drink's right, not in your car because you're too far away. That's my advice. But if it's not right, getting to do it again nicely. Now, that doesn't make sense, Adrian. Let me read that again. Tip of the day, check before you leave. If you drink's right, not in your car, because you're too far away. That's my advice. But if it's not right, getting to do it again nicely. Would you like to retype that so we can bloody well understand it, dear? What does that say? I can't work out what that says. Try again, Adrian. Good morning to Julian Clark. Morning, Julian. Joining us this morning. So there we are. So I'm there, Got there, knocked on the door. Mary answers. Now, Mary is fighting cancer big time at the moment, and she's on a new treatment. She was telling me she's on this new treatment. And you know this, those of you that have known people with cancer and perhaps have been on the chemo and all that nasty stuff like that. I say nasty stuff. It is nasty stuff, but it does keep people alive for a bit longer, you know. And she's on this new treatment. And this new treatment, apparently, I think it goes in the same way, you know, through tubes in your veins and all that business. This new treatment apparently targets only the cancer cells or the inside of the cancer cells while protecting the good cells. So she's got very little side effects with this. I've noticed her hair is growing back. And the whole business with side effects with chemo, and there's some pretty nasty side effects with chemo. I'm sure some of you have seen that with friends and family yourselves. But this one, I said, well, when was your last treatment? She said, well, Friday, and look at me, I'm sitting here. What, 2 days later, she's sitting there, up, talking to me, hobbling around the house. You know, so very good. So that's quite promising, that is. Anyway, so we were going to lunch at Gino's. Gino, he's the famous, I can't remember his certain name now. He's the bloke on the telly. He's been on the telly. Gino DeCampio, that's it. He's got a little restaurant in Chalk Farm, and it's very, very nice. It's very, very nice. Katie's mum passed from cancer, so may she rest in peace, my darling. And Angela says, can you say hello to my mum, Pauline, from Yarrawonga? Yeah, that's a, oh, what a great, isn't that a great name? Yarrawonga, is that the name of the place? Ah, I love it. Pauline from Yarrawonga in Australia. She's listening this morning. A very good morning to you, Pauline. Welcome to our little strange but mysterious show. I'm just some old bloke who sits in a little room on his own most mornings, chatting away to himself, dear. Don't get too excited. All right. So Gino DeCampio, that's where we had lunch. And we got the wheelchair out and I pushed her down in the wood. I'm very, very tempted, people in wheelchairs and babies in prams, to go mad. I do like to push at speed, boys and girls. I like to push at speed. Take the corners. Now, I take the corners usually so fast when I'm pushing. My mate's been in a wheelchair as well before, and I remember being in John Lewis with him and rushing towards the stairs. The look on his face was hilarious. No, stop! What he didn't see was next to the stairs was like a like for wheelchairs, you know, like a ramp rather than the stairs, because these stairs were only like level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or something like that. He didn't see, you couldn't see the ramp from the wheelchair. Oh, for Christ's sake, do me a favour. It's all about having a laugh. You got to laugh at life, dears. Laugh at life, because let me tell you, it's not laughing at you. Like, Adrian's corrected himself. He says, Adrian's resent this message. Obviously, you're not fluent in dyslexia. No, I'm not. I can't read badly written messages, I'm afraid. Please use a spell checker or something before you send the bloody messages, dear. You know, I'm not one of those people who can change languages at will in my head. What's that called? You know, an interpreter or something like that. I can't interpret your bad English, dear. Obviously, he says you're not fluent. And people who are trying to learn English watch this programme and they see messages like yours and they wonder what the bloody hell's going on. Dear me. Adrian says, obviously you're not fluent in dyslexia. And I'll say it again. Tip of the day. I'll say it again. Tip of the day. Check your drink before you leave the shop or place where you get your drink from. Test if you're not happy when it asks me to redo it again nicely, because it's too late. If you drive miles away, you can't go back that easy for planning. But a person at your age might forget to do these things, so you need to put elastic bands on your wrist to remind you. What use is an elastic band on the wrist going to be? You know what'll happen, Adrian? I'll have an elastic band on my wrist, I'll be driving along, and then I'll suddenly notice the elastic band on my wrist, and I'll think, why is there an elastic band on my wrist? A stupid thing to say. I mean, most normal people would write it down on a piece of paper. On the other hand, you've got dyslexia, so you'll probably write yourself a note, and then you'll look at it, oh, wonder what that means. Isn't it? Pete, as an English teacher and teacher trainer, I think I can read almost anything. Must be a skill I've picked up. I'm sure it is. Good morning to Claire. Hello, lovely Claire. Claire is an house. Have you heard of a town in Australia called Dunedoo in Northern Territory, Australia? Oh, you've got some wonderful names. Woi Woi. What I know, Woi Woi. There's some wonderful names of towns in Australia. Anyway, back to the story. So we got the wheelchair. We're going down there, and we go into Gino de Campio's restaurant. Wonderful place. The staff, Mary is a regular there. She sometimes goes 2-3 times a week. They know the story with the whole cancer thing and all that, and they treat her like a queen. And so they should do as well. That they really treat her well. They take the coats and all that business. And I've always found, in particular, going into Italian restaurants, that generally most people are treated very well as they go in. They're always, good morning, sir, and all this happy smiling. Usually you've got the manager or the owner. If it's a family restaurant, Italian restaurants, he's there at the front, welcoming people as they come in, taking coats, this, that, and the other. And it's always fantastic. And you feel valued. You feel valued when you go in an Italian restaurant. I wish I could say the same about some of these chain restaurants. You know, where you might be waiting for a long time. Excuse me, can I ask how much? We're very busy. That's not an answer, mate. That's the answer you get where I get up and walk out your bloody door. You should be valuing me as a customer. And there's a particular restaurant, and also portion sizes. Portion sizes, I've got a real thing about portion sizes. Nothing worse than going into a restaurant, spending 10 quid on a meal, and the meal arrives. Where is the bloody meal? Not enough chips. There was someone who uploaded a picture of their breakfast the other day. And people are constantly uploading pictures of food on Facebook and Twitter and all that business. And the beans were in one of those little pots, where you just about get 3 teaspoons worth of baked beans in this pot. Now, I'm not being funny. How much is a tin of baked beans? Even the really expensive ones are like 50 pence. And someone's cooked a few, like 3 teaspoons in this little metal pot and put it on the side of the plate. No. No. And if you do that to me, I ain't coming back. Simple as that. There was a particular place that really pissed me off at the end of last year called the Chain Bridge in Boston. Don't know if you've been there. The Chain Bridge in Boston. I only went once. I'd never go again. And I went there with my family, my sister, her husband Martin. I think my niece was there and baby James. I think that was about it. And these meals arrived after a long time. I mean a long time. We must have been sitting there 45 minutes to an hour. Normally, I would have got up and walked out. Normally, I would have got up and walked, come on, let's go somewhere else. But I had family with me. If I'd been on my own, I would have just gone. I would have just left. And this meal arrived. They put the plate down. Oh, well, where's the chips? Excuse me, there's not many chips here. And the answer was, well, that's a portion. There were no more than 8 chips on that plate. Completely different to when we go, every week we go to this place in Skegness. Me, my sister and her husband Martin. We go to this place in the Skegness called the Trawler's Catch. Okay, it's right on the front there. You go upstairs and it's all kitted out like a pirate boat. Pirate, aye, my hearties. Aye, my hearties. It's like a pirate boat. You go up these steps and you order whatever you want. I'll have a large chips and baked beans, please. And the chips are like this, okay? They come out on this big polystyrene thing. And the beans, ladles full of beans on top. Thank you very much. 2 quid or something silly like that. That's a portion. In the Chain Bridge in Boston, a portion is not 8 chips on a plate. No. Not coming back. Anyway, I think my niece complained. I think we might have got the Coca-Cola. I think none of us drink. I think we all got the Cokes for free or something like that. But still, it's a blooming joke. It's an absolute joke. And then we saw the staff sitting. No wonder it was taking so long to serve us. The staff, 2 or 3 of them, were sitting down there having their lunch. Well, the service industry is about keeping the customer happy. And you didn't keep us happy? Thank you very much. Not coming again. Goodbye. End of. Rude. Not like that in an Italian restaurant. You are never hungry after eating in a wonderful Italian restaurant, which Gino De Campio was. Let's just go back to your some of your messages for a moment. There's my niece there. Good morning to Tracy. Morning, Tracy. And Baby James will be watching. If you get Baby James, I'll do his little noise for him. Hurry up and get Baby James. Tell me when he's sitting in front of the computer. All right. Claire's back from a lovely weekend in Brighton. Okay. Ate 2 donuts on the promenade. Most sins I've had in months. Well, that's all right, Claire. I've got to say, I'm not a fan of Brighton as a whole. I like the pier, though. I quite like the pier. You go down there. There's that little a shop that sells little glass things, isn't there? Sort of around about the middle. You've got the ice creams and the donuts either side, and you walk down. There's a big arcade in the middle, and like a little sort of a mini fun fair right at the end of the pier. Brighton Pier is quite good. Brighton as a city, no thanks, no. It's just like a city by the beach, isn't it? It's not my cup of tea, really, Brighton. Katie says Cowtown in New South Wales. Cowtown, is that a place? Cowtown. Good morning to Michael Lawrence. Morning, Michael. Oh, Christ, another long message from Adrian. Have you got nothing else to do today, Adrian? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 lines, dear. Are you trying to take over the show with your messages on and on? Just one per show is enough, Adrian. Don't wear those little fingers out with those badly bitten nails that you've got there. I did see them the other day, yes. You must spend the entire day just biting. Yeah, he's got terrible nails, Adrian. He says, being dyslexic, and you can still check it, does not always work because you got to know what the word says. We have difficulty reading. It makes it very frustrating, and it doesn't always work because we are highly intelligent people, and mine goes very, very fast. Oh, yes, it was like a good portion, not this poncy small stuff. Intelligent? What, you? Are you for real? Intelligent? I've had more interesting conversations with a duck. Oh, no, that's a chicken, isn't it? Oh, sorry, that was a chicken. Good morning to Baby James. Baby James. Baby James. Baby James likes that noise. I taught Baby James to do that. Baby James is my niece's child. He's about 1.5, 1.25, 1.5, something like that. And he's now better at that than me. Because when I do it, I'm doing he stands up, he's standing up, Baby James, and he bends over right in your face. Like that. We love Baby James. Another town in Australia, Potty Potpon, a town in Victoria. Oh God. Let me just scroll back there. Try not to miss any of you out, boys and girls. It does happen sometimes. Okay. Simon Good, did I say good morning to you? I think I did. Yep. Okay, I think I did. Adrian, quack, quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. I'll give you some quack. Are you in tonight? I'll give you some quacking tonight. Good morning to Capital Tyres. Where have you been? Over on there on the Twitch, I think. Good morning, Capital Tyres. Not seen you for weeks, dear. We were worried. I had a mass said for you at church. And you're still there. Good morning, Sir Chris. Still has a beard. Adds many years to your face. Being honest and polite as I am. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Once you stop pulling, you stop pulling. Whether you've got a beard or not makes no difference. So I might as well grow one, mightn't I? And that's it. Claire says Brighton is a rip-off. I paid £17.50 for 6 hours in a car park. Gosh. And the caravan site, although very good, it's one of the most expensive I've ever used. £17.50 for 6 hours. Shocking. Well, it's a city, is it? It's like London, isn't it? Like London. What's that, £1 for 10 minutes in London? Shocking. That's all right, Capital Tyres. Anytime. Back to our little story then. So as I say, Mary and me are in there now. They put the wheelchair away. Taking our coats, we ordered our food, and we shared a garlic bread. We only need garlic bread is like a starter in there. You have it as a starter, and you only need one for 2 people. It comes out quite a large thing, but quite thin. Absolutely delicious, this garlic bread, and I'm so pleased Mary only had 1 piece. I had about 9 pieces of this. It's like a flatbread, yeah, and it's like so big. And Mary just had a corner of it like that, which was very nice. I had spaghetti No, panini arrabetta. You know, the really spicy one. And it was spicy. Oh, my God. It was burning my mouth. In fact, I had no intention of having a pudding. But after my panini arrabetta, I had to have vanilla ice cream to cool my mouth down. It was that hot. Absolutely delicious. Lovely waiter, lovely waitresses, just fantastic in there. What did Mary had? Some, I think cannellini, something like that, like round things with some sort of very delicious looking sauce on top. And she had this little, it was like a white blancmange type pudding. It was only small. So we had all that, a couple of drinks, and it was really, really nice. Lovely atmosphere in there. It was a shame to see two youngish millennial type ladies in there. Young, not ladies, girls. Two millennial type girls in there, probably around the age of about 30, sitting there, probably together. And one of them, she just spent her entire time on the mobile phone. I kid you not. It's like this with a mobile phone. All the time. Her friend is there. And the whole time it's like, you know, while they're talking. And I could see what she was on Facebook. She was on Facebook. Tap, 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 tap. And eventually, her mate starts picking up the phone and doing the same thing. The pair of them are just sitting there the entire time on the phone. Now and again, she'd put it down, she'd have a mouthful of something to eat, and then she'd pick it up again and be straight on it again. Like when their pudding arrived, which looked rather nice, that was the best bit. The pudding arrived, so they put it down on the plate. She immediately takes a photograph of the pudding, right? Checks the photograph, checks the messages again and puts the phone down. She has a mouthful of pudding, then picks up the phone again to check to see how many people have liked her picture of the pudding. I mean, how sad is that? How sad are they to do that? Rude. I think it's bloody rude. But to them, I suppose it's normal to some people to do this. To just sit there on the phone for the entire meal. What a waste of money. Why didn't you just sit at home and order a pizza in? Might as well have done. You know, Gino's, it's good food. It's not particularly cheap. On the other hand, it's not overly expensive. They just about pitched the price right in Gino's, I think. Absolutely. But it's just on the phone the whole time. Tap, 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 tap. Strange. Very, very strange. And I uploaded a couple of pictures to the site yesterday. And I've not got much time for people anymore on Facebook or Twitter who don't get me. Do you see what I mean? There's so many people who just don't get humour anymore. They don't get irony. They don't get sarcasm. They think it's just like they're sent out there to attack someone all the time. And someone put on there, well, I'd be more interested in my food rather than taking pictures of other people. Blocked them straight away. And another one put on there, judgmental, blocked them. So he said I was being judgmental. Well, haven't you just been judgmental on me for posting that? See what I mean? So I just block them now. I can't be bothered with people anymore. I'm sorry, I've got to that point now where I can't be bothered with people who think similarly to myself. You know what I mean? I think society itself has become more fractured like that, where we want to be in a group of people that kind of go along with us and we go along with them. Example of that, let's have a think. Okay, Bradley Walsh on the telly, love what he does. I watch him, I get him, all this and the other. Keith Lemon, no, I don't get that at all. So I don't watch him. And I think it's similar with the people on Facebook and all that, you know. Anyway, so we finished our meal, back on the old wheelchair, and pushed her home. And we came down a couple of little things like that, you know, little dips in the road like that, where she did bump up and down a little bit. I didn't do it on purpose, honestly, Mary. And then the wheelchair come to an abrupt halt. I was astounded. It's amazing, actually. I never thought of that. So disabled people in wheelchairs must find stones on the ground, you know, like a single stone on the pavement where you wouldn't expect it to be. They hit that, the wheelchair just stops. Literally. You push it, won't go. I thought, what's wrong with these wheels? It's got stuck. Is the brake on, Mary? No, it was simply a stone in front of the wheelchair. I didn't realise that. How dodgy it can be to, be on a wheelchair. Similar on a bike, of course. A bike, a pothole in the in the road, a car can deal with quite well. Just bumps over the thing, especially if you've got a big car. You don't even notice it. On a bike, very, very dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. Thank you, Angela. Cannelloni, that's what she had. And pan cotta, that was the one. Pan cotta, that's what Mary had for pudding. That was nice. Where are we now? So we go down there. Martin Edwards. I was in a Chinese restaurant and a young couple sat on the table in front of us did the same. They didn't say a single word to each other, just constantly playing with their phones. What's going on? Yeah, but it's not even just in front of them on the table. It's like that. There's a girl sitting opposite her. Her phone is like this. And of course, they're completely oblivious to how rude that actually is. If you was to say something, thick as two planks, most people think. I'm sorry. Katie says that's the way it is today. It is, yeah. Angela says, I love it when you say that kangaroos chase people down the street and crocodiles eat tourists. That's humour. Okay, sharks spit out poms. Well, it's a very dangerous place, Angela. I don't know how you've managed to survive all these years. And let's be honest, Angela, there's been quite a few of them, hasn't there? Years, that is. Eh? Have you survived all these years without being eaten by a man-eating redback spider? Exactly. Very dangerous place, Australia. Pete, sharks in Brazil do eat the tourists and tourists, mainly around the beaches. Well, I mean, how stupid can you be to go into a sea that says sharks are here? People must tell them that there are sharks in the water. Oh, no, it'll be all right for a moment or two. No, it won't. It's like when I've been to Australia, I was in Queensland at a place near Cairns. And by the way, that's the sea over there. And by the way, don't go in the sea because there are stinging jellyfish in there and they can kill you. So you don't go in the sea. End of. But I still saw Australians going in the sea. Didn't bother them. The fact that, a massive man-eating jellyfish was about to wrap itself around the top of their thigh and sting them. Oh, the pain, dear. Just imagine if you get a sting on those bits down there. But those people don't realise jellyfish stings can and do kill people. Blue bottles, aren't they? Blue bottle jellyfish, something like that. Angela says she's only 50. Oh, come on, Angela. I've seen your photos, darling. I've seen your photos, Angela. Come on, be a bit more honest on this. Honest Chris is here. All I ask is for a little bit of honesty, all right? Pete says, when I go to a restaurant when we have our phones are banned, we either turn them off and leave them in the glove box in the car or we leave them at home. Good on ya. Very good. Good morning to Mike Contini. Good morning, Mike. Welcome to the show. Michael Lawrence. Mike, restaurant... take their time so that you drink more when waiting for your food. I'm sure they do. I could be waiting forever for something to eat. Forever. Where are we? There we are. That's good there. So that was it. Got back to Mary's house. And I think I left straight away. But when I was there earlier, she gave me... Are you ready? Are you ready? Here's a how-to. A how-to. We're not going to get any news stories in today, are we? Oh, well, I got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 10 news stories there that I was going to read out to you this morning. I don't think I'm going to... I'll fit one in. Anyway, Mary ordered these little lights. Okay, here we go. How to make a table lamp. Are you ready? Here we go. So Mary got these little lights, okay? And they are to make lights in a bottle, right? So it comes like this, right? Now, it's very, very thin wire. And, I'm not going to get that undone, am I? I might need my glasses for this. Let's see if we can do this together. How do I untangle that? Does that go through there like that? Oh, I think it does. I think that goes through there like that. Oh, yep, there we are. That's gone through there like that. Now, somehow... That's it like that, okay. Oh, shall I pull that? No, that go through there like that. Oh, there we are. I'm assuming... there we are. Oh, look, there we are. So there are our little lights. Right, so we've unravelled those now. And what you do is you get a bottle and you push these in there, right? I have a decanter, which I've just found in my glass cabinet in the kitchen. Now, I have no idea where this came from, but nevertheless, it's there. So I have this glass decanter. And what we're going to do now is push the lights into this. Okay, here we go. Simply push them in. That's all you do. Push all the lights in there like that. I could sell these on eBay, couldn't I? What would I get for these? 10 quid? Get some cheap things. Hang on, let's just push these in. How much more is there? Oh, it's not nearly done. Nearly done. All right, just push them in randomly. Oh, that's not gone in now, is it? Maybe you could push them down with something. I don't know what. Oh, my back scratcher. I think Mary got me this as well a while ago. There we are. All right, push those in with that. Oh, that's better. Give a little bit of a push down there. Nearly done. Yeah, is my brother-in-law watching? This could be one of your how-to videos, couldn't it? Oh, my arms are aching now. Nearly done. Nearly done. 1 minute. Can you see this or not? No, you can't see it now, can you? Oh, we're nearly done. Put it up there. Will you see that yet? See that? Oh! My decanter. In you go. Come on. I should have done a blue Peter. Here's one I done earlier. There we are. What's that in there? I think that I do. Don't want to push the rest in because I want some at the top as well. Okay. So, this is the thing. Now, this has got a battery in it. And it's got a little plastic thing. You pull the plastic thing out so that connects the battery. Now, what batteries does it have in here? Let's have a look. Oh, it's those little ones. It's the little things, okay? So, we'll put that on there. Probably very bad for the environment, this. And we put that in there. That becomes a cork, right? And then that's it. And then, the moment of truth. We turn it on. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Can you see it better from there? Or should I turn the lights off? Oh, I can't turn the lights off for it. Oh, yes, I can. Turn one off. Right. No. Hang on a minute. 1 minute. Any better? No, not yet. 1 minute. Yeah. Look at... Oh, it's a bit blurred, isn't it? Try another camera. 1 moment, please. Many cameras in here. Just a second. Is that going to work? No, not really. Oh, you can't see it. It's too bright, isn't it? But it's lovely. And that's it. Turn the lights on. There we are then. Actually, it's not too bad, is it? Isn't that good? Should we try it on here again? Is that better with the lights off or on? Where are we? 3. Oh, that's better. There you are. And isn't that great? And these are dirt cheap on the Amazon or eBay, okay? So you make your own little table lamp like that, and I think I'll leave that on there. Oh, I don't know what to do with this now, because you won't put that back in the top, will you? Oh, does anyone want to buy a decanter topper? Stopper. Do you want a stopper? You want one of those now, don't you? I can tell you want one of those. I think that's fabulous. There we are. And there endeth today's How to Make Something. Excellent. Excellent. Michelle got stung by a jellyfish in Majorca. By the time I got back to England, it had poisoned my whole leg and I suffered a severe allergic reaction. I'm lucky I'm here today. See, there's someone who's been stung by a jellyfish. Not good. Not good at all. Not good. Katie's been looking at the little lights. Order them, Katie. It's ever so easy. Don't know how long the batteries last. Those LED lights, they don't use an awful lot of electricity. But I've really not know how long they last, okay? Right. Angela, you make me laugh. Looks better in the dark. Yeah, it would do. I mean, if it was dark in here, it would probably look a lot better. So there we are. Are we done there? Have we done all these little messages? I think we have done. Yeah, okay. Now, we will do just a couple of little stories before we disappear today, boys and girls. First of all, did anyone see Dancing on... So that was a really nice afternoon yesterday with Mary. A lovely, lovely afternoon and lots to eat as well. There we are. Did anyone see Dancing on Ice? Now, I've never really watched it before, but I had to watch it to see how Gemma Collins did, boys and girls. I was hoping she was going to fall flat on her face. This didn't happen. So Dancing on Ice, I watched it a little bit last night, and on comes Gemma Collins. And she just looked like a turkey that had been wrapped up in gold wrapping paper. And on the ice she came, and I have to say I was surprised. She was actually able to skate. Who on earth put her in that ghastly outfit? I do not know. As she's going around the ice, the outfit she had on was quite tight, and every now and again you could see it wobbling. And then the most ghastly part of it all is when she did the splits on the ice. Did you see that, Katie? She actually did the splits on the ice. Oh my God. What an awful sight that was. The papers are full of it this morning in the Sun today. Gemma Collins stunned viewers as she took to Dancing on Ice last night and saved herself from a fall. She didn't fall. She didn't fall. But was still criticised by Judge Jason Gardner. He comes across as a nasty piece of... I've got to be honest, he does come across as a nasty piece of goods, Jason. Like, you know, most of the time when I'm saying stuff, it's all a bit of a joke. You do know that, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Right? He said his bit, and I thought, oh, you're just nasty. I don't rate him at all. The Towery star, that's her, tackled the ice with splits, kicks, and even a head lift. What's a head lift? Oh, what's that? That's a head lift. And a head lift, and an impressive display, saved herself from a fall as she threw her neck too far back and risked hurtling over with it. After her performance, Gemma was thrilled she got through it and joked, I got a bit carried away at the end bit. I threw in a head flip and I shouldn't have done it and it nearly threw us off. Honestly, in the Sun, right, nearly threw us off. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Has anyone checked the spelling in the Sun this morning? Oh, that's awful. Who's editing the Sun now? Through T-H-R-O-U-G-H. God, stupid people. The judges were most complimentary to her work ethic in the competition. And I got to say, they showed the run-up to the actual live performance. And there she was on the ice, and she was all over the place. But when she came on the ice, she could actually do it. She did it. Okay, it wasn't the most graceful thing, but she didn't fall over, and she didn't look like she was going to fall over either. You know, no, didn't have any of that. Christopher told her that she... Who's Christopher? Christopher who? It says Christopher... Christopher who? Who are they going on about there? See, I don't know who writes some of these stories now. They don't. Christopher who? Christopher told her she had silenced her critics. Was that one of the judges, I suppose? Oh, maybe so. Well, Jane... Oh, that's Torville and Dean. Okay. Oh, Christopher... Yeah, okay. So, Torville told her she had silenced her critics, while Dean added, I'm enjoying it. I'm really proud you got through. Ashley Banjo was also thrilled with Gemma. Who's he? Who's Ashley Banjo? Is that someone we should know? Was also thrilled with Gemma, telling her, Gemma, you're a ledge. I've got to be honest. You're here. You did it. You smashed the routine. It's one of the judges. But the show's resident grump, Jason Gardner, what a miserable bastard that is, isn't he, eh? Was cruel in his comments, telling her, you talk a big talk, but you don't back it up. It reminded me of a French and Saunders parody. This was uncomfortable to watch. You just haven't got any technique. So there we are. Jason Gardner. But of course, you know, I mean, there's a lot of people like that. You've got to give her credit. I'm not a Gemma Collins fan. Why? People say to me, why don't you like Gemma Collins? Because there's no talent. That's why. Someone has plucked her out, put her on there, and there is no entertainment value at all, except, sadly, we laugh at her, not with her. You know, she's funny because she can't do anything, if you see what I mean. That's why. I object to all these reality programs. Perhaps it's an age thing. I know lots of people love to watch The Only Way is Essex, the Jungle Thing, and all these other crap programs. In my opinion, are crap. But they have huge ratings. Someone must like them. I just see it as a waste of time putting people like that on the telly when there is no entertainment. In my opinion, and I think I'm sure it is an age thing because I speak to other people sort of around my age, and they all agree. None of them watch this crap. None of them watch this stuff. You know, give me something funny to watch, not Keith Lemon, please. So there we are. Good on her, and we'll see how she goes with that. I won't be watching any more of that. I think on the scoreboard she was somewhere like halfway. She certainly wasn't at the bottom. She was about halfway with something like, I think, 16.5 points or something like that. So good on her for trying. And you've got to give credit where there's credit due. You absolutely do. Michelle White, Christopher Dean is the judge. Thank you. It's Christopher. Oh, is it Christopher Dean? Christopher Dean and the other one. So, you know, Torval and Dean. Yeah, I get it. I mean, how many more times are we going to see Bellagio or whatever it's called? What's that one called? I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I haven't sneezed for... Excuse me, dear. Poor old Chris sneezing away here. Mark Connor, good morning, good day, Mark. Who says that you sing really good. I watched you singing. Oh, thank you very much. I think I could possibly be a pop star on top of the pops. Perhaps I could duet with someone like, I quite like, what's his name? Ollie Moores. I quite like Ollie Moores. I think he's a nice character. Ollie Moores. I like to sing with him, perhaps. I was watching last night. Now, what was it? No, it was on YouTube. Someone uploaded to YouTube Tom Jones singing with someone's son. Now, Lonnie Donegan's son. Lonnie Donegan, I don't think is with us anymore. But he was on The Voice. Not Lonnie Donegan. Tom Jones was on The Voice. And this bloke was singing, and he turned his chair around and he said, "Oh, you're very good at singing, you know, and all that." And thank you very much. What's your name? And he said, whatever his name was, Donegan. Say Chris Donegan. Oh, no relation to Laurie, I suppose. And the boy said, "Yes, that's my dad. Was my dad." And Tom Jones's face, "Was it really? You're joking?" No. And of course, he'd worked with Lonnie Donegan many times, and he wrote Tom Jones's song. Fall in love, la la la, fall in love, la 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 da da. That one. He wrote that song, and Tom Jones sang it with Lonnie Donegan. And then Tom says, "I don't suppose you know his song." He said, "Well, I do, and I can play it on the piano." And then this piano comes on stage, and they sing it together. How lovely! What a lovely piece of YouTube that was. I was watching that last night, just before I went to bed, actually. So Tom Jones done a load of work with Lonnie Donegan, who's died some time ago, I think. And then his son comes on, doesn't know it's his son, doesn't know it's Lonnie Donegan's son. He comes on, and then they sing that same song together. That was a real tearjerker. That sent me nicely off to bed last night, I must say. Good morning to... I just saw someone up there then. Where is it now? Paul and Lou. Paul and Lou, good morning. You're getting later and later, you are, Paul. What's going on, dear? We're nearly finished. Nearly finished, Tom. Paul. Beg your pardon. John Parrish is coming out. We'll go. Bye-bye, John. John's going out. We'll go, dear. I'm coming out. I want the world to know that I love you so. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's do today's. We're going to do today's birthdays. And yesterday's birthdays as well, boys and girls, because we weren't here yesterday. And today's birthdays, good morning to Ben Parker, karaoke man extraordinaire. He sings, he does a bit of DJ, does everything. Ben Parker, a very good friend of mine, has helped us enormously in the past. A big happy birthday to you, Ben, today. Don't know what you're doing, but have a wonderful time. All right, Ben? Happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday to Abdirizak. Abdirizak. Abdirizak, 25 years old today. He joins us for the show sometimes. Good morning to you, sir. Nice age, 25. Happy birthday to you. Rob Wiley's birthday today. Good morning, Rob. Happy birthday to you. Xander Gibb, who does loads of radio and stuff in the States. Good morning to you. Happy birthday, Xander. Wendy Nicol, good morning on this Monday, the 7th of January. Happy birthday to you, Wendy. Scott Kelly, another DJ. Good morning, Scott. Happy birthday. Gary Stevens. Used to do a bit of drag. Does some television stuff there now. Good morning, Gary. Happy birthday to you. Darryll Harris. Morning, Darryll. 40, what are you, 45 today. Good morning, Darryll. Happy birthday to you. And, is that the same person? Scott J. Kelly. Scott J. Kelly. Is that the same as Scott Kelly? I'm guessing it is. You're not having two happy birthdays, dear. We have to restrict people to one happy birthday each. Thank you very much. And then yesterday's birthdays as well, because we didn't manage to get around to doing the show yesterday morning. John Glazebrook. Good morning, John. 40 reaches the big 40. And John, believe me, life does not start until you get to 40. Don't take any notice of these little twinks. Oh, don't want to be old, don't want to be old. They don't know nothing. 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 Happy birthday, John. Ben Clifford, my niece's husband, yesterday was 34 years old today. Good morning, Ben. Ben is very, very much like my father. He really is. His looks, his personality, everything about him is almost an exact replica. His kindness is almost an exact replica of my father. It's unbelievable. Uncanny, really. Good morning, Ben, and he's married to my niece. Happy birthday, Ben, for yesterday. Kiko Mosampa, 32 years old on Sunday. Alessia Alosi, 22 years old yesterday. Laura Clennell was 38 years old yesterday. Lesley Smith, good morning. Happy birthday for yesterday. Reg Logan yesterday. And also Keith Lavender's birthday as well yesterday. So happy birthday to you all. I shall now sing you the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. All right. Angela, when is my 65th birthday? Not yet. I'm 56 in February, Angela. I'm 56 in February. You may send presents if you want. Don't be sending any of those nasty snakes or spiders in a box all the way from Australia. They get those at customs, you know. And don't try and bring them through yourself in a bag with a false bottom or in the bottom of your shoes. Oh, they make me laugh. I said that before, haven't I? You know those people on border force, things like that on the telly, where they do like security, you know, the airport security. The people that come in and think they can fool the security staff by doing stuff that they think they're the first person ever to fit a false bottom in a case and put drugs or money or cigarettes in there or whatever. And they all get caught in the end. They all get caught. Thank you. Angela says, the best thing about you and me is that I will always be younger than you. You reckon, do you? You're perhaps in age, darling, but it's the looks, dear. It's the look, Angela. Look at a picture of me and then look in the mirror, darling, and I think you'll see what I mean, my love. All right. It's that Australian sunshine that does it. Here we sit here freezing our bits and pieces through the winter. That's what keeps us looking young here. You don't have any frozen weather, do you? Good morning to Russ Philip Vernon, joining us very, very late today, aren't you, Russ? Good morning, Russ. Russ. And William Broughton's there as well in Sydney, Australia. He's at the other end, aren't you? One in Melbourne, one in Sydney. You're all over the place in Australia. We've got more people in Australia watching than anywhere else. Unbelievable. Keep away from the spiders. Anyway, that's it today. Thanks ever so much for joining us, boys and girls. Tonight, who's in North London tonight? If you are, join us for Central Station Karaoke this Monday and every Monday. It's held at Central Station Bar, 37 Wharfdale Road in London, N19ST. That's where you'll find us there. And we start at 7:30 and it goes right the way through until 11 o'clock tonight. Have a lovely Monday. Thanks so much for watching and listening. And I'll see you again, hopefully, tomorrow morning, sort of a little bit later on a Tuesday, usually. Or don't always get there on a Tuesday. It just depends what time I get to bed on the Monday night, because I will be coming tomorrow from Lincolnshire, from our Lincolnshire television studio complex at Chapel Hill. Have a nice Monday. See you again soon. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye-bye now.